Akimbo SMGs are coming to Warzone tomorrow, alongside a new LMG that might also be hilariously overpowered. These are the new weapons coming to the Battle Pass, but I've had a chance to play around with them today, and in this video I'll break down both of those weapons and just show you what they're capable of. So anyone can play with these weapons right now. Vanguard's update is always a day early for whatever reason, and while the playlists don't change, if you go into custom games, you can access the new map, the USS Texas, so that's the map that you'll be seeing in this gameplay, alongside all of the weapons. They're all unlocked for you, so are all of the attachments. You can try everything out. You can fight against bots or you can fight against friends, it's up to you. But all of the gameplay in this video is just from custom games on that new map with the new SMG and the LMG. So the SMG, the Marco 5, doesn't seem that unusual. It's got all of the usual attachments. You can put a recoil booster on it if you want. There's a 60 round drum mag that's pretty good. It's pretty good by itself. Like, it's fairly accurate for long range. You can move around really quick with it. It has huge magazines. Like I said, that 60 round drum mag is absolutely insane. But it's also got one unique feature amongst other Call of Duty Vanguard guns, and that's that you can put this in akimbo. So that means in Warzone, we're going to have a fast-firing SMG that you can move around super quick with, and people can be holding two of them and fire them both at once. That means the time to kill when you're really close to someone is incredibly short. And to be honest, even over a decent range, they're not that bad when you're just hip-firing them, because obviously you can't aim down sights when using akimbo. I think this is going to be quite similar to when we have like the dual Giamatti's meta and things like that. I think that's going to be happening again in Warzone. Because of the way Vanguard attachments work, because of that 10 attachment system, that means that there's loads of different ways you can build them. So if you want to build them for absolute range, you can do that. But if you just want to pump up the fire rate as much as possible, pump up the hip fire accuracy as much as possible, you can be sprinting around and absolutely mowing people down with them. I'm sure there's going to be people that are immediately worried about this and thinking, oh no, you're going to see loads of this. But to be honest, I quite like it. I quite like it when there's a short range meta, when there's something that does a lot of damage up close, because it means people play much more aggressively. It means people are constantly trying to rush each other. People are trying to find interesting ways to close the distance. I quite like that. I quite like the snake shot revolver meta. I thought that was a lot of fun. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens when these get added to the game tomorrow. The new LMG, the UGM, is also super powerful. It doesn't have any like crazy tricks like the Marco 5 does, but it just seems like a really solid LMG. For one thing, it seems remarkably light. So you can move really fast while using this, almost like you would with an assault rifle. And the reload time doesn't seem bad at all. You know, comparing it to the other Vanguard LMGs where they take forever to reload, this thing seems a lot more like an assault rifle. It's also super accurate. It feels a bit to me, at least on this, you know, small map on USS Texas, it feels a lot like the Bruin, where it just seems super easy to control the recoil. The recoil, with the way I had it set up, with quite a lot of recoil control on it to be fair, it just seems to be going vertically up the tiniest amount. So if you just hold the thumbstick down the slightest bit and you're aiming at their chest, you're just going to have the odd shot go into their head, which is obviously an incredibly good thing. Now, the time to kill does seem incredibly fast in this, but bear in mind this is Vanguard, so people have less health. In Warzone, when people are armored up and stuff like that, it might be a bit different. It doesn't feel like it's hitting as hard as some of the LMGs, but because it's got that fast fire rate and it's so easy to control, and you can reload faster and even run around and stuff, I think this is going to be something that's super powerful. So these two guns are coming to the Season 4 Battle Pass tomorrow. Remember, they come to the free Battle Pass, so you don't have to pay anything for them or anything like that. The SMG is going to be at tier 15, and then the LMG is coming at tier 31. So you might want to try and burn through those early levels to get it as quickly as possible if you want to be messing around with it tomorrow. I know with Fortune's Keep being a smaller map, and that's probably what I'm going to be playing most of the time tomorrow, I'm super excited to be able to use these SMGs. I'm going to try and get them as quickly as possible, get the akimbo unlock as quickly as possible, and then just try to sprint around and see what sort of crazy kills I can get with them. Now, of course, that's not everything that's coming tomorrow. We also have some stuff coming to Zombies and Warzone. So in the second half of this video, I'm going to talk about Zombies first and then Warzone towards the end. For Zombies, we have Shino Numa, and this map you can't play at the moment, although with Terra Maledicta some people managed to kind of glitch their way into it, so I wouldn't be surprised if someone's managed to finish the Easter egg already. But officially, you're not going to be able to play it until tomorrow, so that's 9 AM PT and then 5 PM UK time, so BST. That's when the map's meant to go live. Now, they haven't talked about Easter eggs as such. They've talked about there being a main quest and there being side quests, so I'm really assuming that with Shino Numa, it's just going to be the case of like they tell you what to do, like they did with Terra Maledicta. There's not really going to be an Easter egg hunt because everyone's just going to complete it the first time they try it. That's a real shame, but to be honest, I'm not too gutted because they've decided to release it exactly the same time as a brand new Warzone map. So in terms of my streams, I'm not going to be hunting for this as soon as it goes live. I'm going to be heading into Warzone instead. But Treyarch have given us a bunch of extra information about the map. They actually showed the map itself, and it doesn't look like it's that much bigger than the original Shino Numa. It still looks pretty tiny. I think there's one new area. I can't remember Shino Numa that well, but I think Dig Site might be new, and they talk about that being sort of the focus of where the quest is going to take people to. They also talk about there being some random perk machines and there being an empty perk machine, so there'll be some side quests and all of that kind of stuff. They talked about there being some new mysterious type of enemy, so it seems like they are trying to do some new things, but I just think so much of it looks the same as what we had with Terra Maledicta. I'm happy that it's round-based. That's going to be something that might lead to a bit more replayability, but I am kind of disappointed that they haven't just gone back to the Black Ops Cold War formula. I talked about that in a previous video, so I'm not going to go on about it, but yeah, it's kind of a shame. I will give this a go after I'm done with all the Warzone stuff, but I'm definitely not going to be rushing to do it. And just having a quick look at Twitch and having a look on a subreddit after the post went up about all of the information about this map, it's been kind of disappointing to see that no one's really on Twitch streaming zombies, at least not Vanguard zombies. No one's really talking about it on the Reddit. It really seems like the hype has been properly killed for zombies, and I'm not really expecting it to come back until Treyarch's next game, which remember isn't even going to be next year. It's going to be 2024 before we get a sort of proper zombies mode. But in more positive news, we are also getting a brand new map coming to Warzone. So we've got Fortune's Keeps coming to Warzone. That's where I'm going to be spending most of my time while I'm streaming right here on YouTube, just exploring everything. They have done a couple of blog posts and they've talked about some stuff in there. They've talked about the idea that the winery sort of cellar might be haunted and there might be something creepy with that going on in future. They also talk about weird stuff in the graveyard. It says something about if you see players doing weird movements, maybe you should pay attention to what they're doing. That makes me think, is there going to be some kind of crazy jump puzzle or something? That could be super fun. If anyone remembers in Guild Wars 2, there were some awesome little jump puzzles for Easter eggs and stuff in that game. I'd kind of like that in Call of Duty if there's like an elaborate set of jumps that you had to do in some enclosed space, so obviously people can't just parachute down. That could be really, really good fun. So I'm hoping there's going to be something like that. I'm hoping there's going to be some Easter eggs and stuff on Fortune's Keep, but we obviously don't know. I can't confirm that there's going to be something for sure. But whatever happens, I will be looking on stream. And that's not all we're getting in Warzone. We're also getting a bunch of changes to Caldera, including the new mercenary vaults. So they showed this little video that shows how this is going to work. You're going to pick up access cards. I'm guessing you'll just find in loot. I'm not sure whether they'll always be in the bunkers or whether you'll just find them around the map. And then in the bunkers, there's a special door that has this weird symbol over it that I don't think we've seen before. Let me know in the comments if you do know what that symbol is. And that's going to open up another part of those bunkers. These are just from the 7 hatches that already have bunkers. It looks like it's going to open up a door within them, and you're going to be able to go through and find something else, find some awesome loot and stuff like that. I don't think that's like a proper Easter egg, as in we're not going to get a blueprint or anything like that, but it does look kind of interesting. It looks like it's something fun. It'll be something fun for us to try on stream, so we'll definitely do a bit of that tomorrow as well. So as always, let me know in the comments what you think of all this. Are you excited about the new stuff coming to zombies? Are you excited about the new weapons for Warzone? What about Fortune's Keep? Do you think we're going to get an Easter egg tomorrow? Let me know, and make sure you join me here, youtube.com/geekypastime, subscribe, turn your notifications on, all of that stuff, because I'll be streaming tomorrow. As soon as the update goes live, we'll be going and trying to find out if there's any Easter eggs in Warzone at all. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.